Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the EXTAR EP9. This is a very affordable 9mm PCC. We'll talk a little bit more about it as we go. Let's shoot this thing a little bit. I think you're going to really be impressed at the value that this gun provides. Let's check it out. Look at that, side charge, cool, built-in riser. Let's play with it. Oh yeah. Oh, a couple of my Firebirds didn't go off. Might have caught y'all by surprise a little bit there in the intro. That was my goal. All right. Those things are so cool. We recently discovered them. But this EXTAR is a really neat piece of hardware. And to give you a basic idea of what we're working with here, we did SBR these. You know, they came in as pistols. And the pistols come with this really nice kind of padded foam extension that goes on the back. So it is a buffered gun that uses a standard like AR style buffer. But there's not really a lot about this gun that is traditional AR, which is actually something I kind of like about it. It sort of departs from the AR in several ways. I mean, for one, you have this built-in riser into this gun that gives it a lot of height. So it already gets you that built-in kind of lower third type. So you can run a real flat optic like I've got it here. This is the ACS Cyclops Prism. I think this one's a 3-power. Let me check. Yeah. Oh, 1-power. The little 1-power Prism. They do a few different versions of these, but it's kind of like a little micro ACOG in a way. So I'll drop that on there. And you can see it's a left side charge, okay? Which is kind of cool. You do have a traditional bolt stop that you would find on just about any other AR. Of course, the safety operates just like any standard AR that you're gonna run into. The trigger mechanism, straight AR. Obviously the grip, straight AR. I do like what they did with the forend on this gun. It reminds me of a H&K SD, an integral suppressed H&K, which is, you know, for a gun in this price range, kind of a nice feature to have, you know. You do have M-LOK accessory slots through and throughout, and plenty of room under the handguard to run your suppressor. We've got a Griffin Armament Resistance 9. Really cool stuff. This gun has, you know, a relatively lightweight to it. In fact, I'd say an extremely lightweight. And at first I was kind of thinking, man, this thing might kick the crap out of me because it's so light. But even though it's just a blowback operation, it's actually quite a smooth shooting pistol. Now this one is an SBR. We've got the Magpul carbine stock, or the PDW stock, which is their shortened version. That's why it will not actually go and close all the way up to the receiver extension, because this is a shorter stock from Magpul. So I didn't know if y'all knew that was an available option or not, but it is, okay? This obviously does take Glock style magazines. That was a 24 round factory OEM Glock mag that was loaded with 9mm Bellom 124 grain ammunition. We do have a variety of different ammo that we're gonna be testing out here in the EXTAR today. Those are pretty much the high points of the gun. Now it is a lot of polymer construction through and throughout. The upper is polymer, the lower is polymer, the handguard's polymer. I mean, this thing is full of polymer. And a lot of people probably thinking, well, you know, regardless of what the gun costs, why would I buy an all polymer gun? Well, why would you buy a CZ Scorpion? I mean, there's lots of polymer guns out there, and they seem to work and have their inherent failures from time to time too. I've seen Scorpions blow up and things like that, so it's not to say that it's any better or worse than a Scorpion. It's just, hey, polymer is a material that we have that we can use for constructing guns, and this particular one happens to be made out of polymer. And I'm digging it. So we're gonna shoot a little bit more. All right, how about another Glock mag here? Now that bolt does lock to the rear on the last shot, which is nice. A lot of your lesser, especially the cheaper and let's just say lesser expensive 9mm PCCs typically don't have a last round bolt hold open. This gun does. And just to give you an idea, these things on EXTAR's website, they're like $450 barking dollars for these guns. Now, okay, a $200 tax stamp, that brings the price up to $650 if you want to form it like what I did. They do offer an adjustable buffer with the regular rifle buffer on there that you can use. Okay, so if you want to SBR it, that is an option. I haven't seen a lot of people SBR these things, but look, I wanted to sort of just drive a few points home really quick before we shoot a little more. Some folks are giving us crap about suppressing a lot of our guns. The reason we do that is because there's twofold. One is to be nicer to the neighbors, which of course we just blew up some targets, so I don't know how nice we're being. But usually we want to try to keep the noise level down for the neighbors. But then two, we're also subjecting this gun to some additional stress by having a suppressor on there. And in theory, that's increasing some of that blowback pressure. We're getting more gases into the gun. So we're trying to kind of see like what the gun can handle. So anytime you add a suppressor, that's always a good test of what, especially a 9mm PCC can do. So I just wanted to mention that. And also, look, we're a manufacturer, so it's very easy for us to SBR things. So we SBR these guns so that we can put the proper stocks on them and shoot them properly and comfortably and show you the performance of the gun the best way that we know to show you. So it's really more about trying to wring the performance out of the gun for you. So I don't want anyone thinking that we're trying to be elitist or anything. It's just to make life easier on us and to show you the gun. All right, let's have some fun. Okay, some more Bellom, and we do have a variety of different ammo we're going to try. I do have some of those Firebird targets on these sodas. So I think we feel kind of obligated to try that out and see what's going to happen. So let me shoot a little bit of steel, and then we may hit those sodas when Chad is ready. All right. I'm very impressed with the accuracy. Very, very accurate. Suppresses nice. Now those are full velocity rounds that we were shooting there. I am going to try out a couple of subs, and I'm going to shoot a few of these in the dirt just to give you an idea how quiet this gun is. We've got our Griffin Resistance 9 on there, so we're going to see what this sounds like, and I'll put a few in the dirt for you. And we do have a variety of ammo to try. Another thing I want to mention as well, EXTAR sent us this gun, by the way. Thanks to them for sending this gun to check out. But they also sent some of their factory Glock style magazines. These are 18 round, 17 style magazines. So they sent a variety of their own magazines for us to try. So not only are we trying out the Glock OEM, but then we're using their mags as well. So let's try, this is one of their mags, and here's a couple of subs. These are Remington 147 grain subsonic. These are moving 945. I'm just gonna put a few in the dirt, shoot a few targets, and then we're gonna take out our sodas. All right, let's see how these sound. All right, here's some subs. Couple in the dirt. No recoil. In the dirt. Well, you know when that bolt locks to the rear. You can definitely feel that big heavy bolt come to a hard stop, which is nice. One thing I want to make mention of, you know, we put quite a few rounds through this gun. The rear of this handguard is starting to get a little warm. Which is not a problem, but look, you know, guns get hot as you shoot them. All right, we're gonna take out these sodas, and I'm gonna try to not be a doofus and miss like I did on a few in the intro. I've got a couple of those Firebird targets on these freaking sodas. So let's try that out, and let's move on and try some different ammo. How about some PMC, 124 grain TMJ PMC 9mm ammo out of the factory EXTAR magazine. Let's try that. Okay, here goes nothing. You want me to shoot the exploders first? All right, let's do that. Here we go. Oh no, Oh, I missed him. It's all right. I mean, the thing is a bullet delivery device. Okay, we reset the range. We're gonna try this shot again. I'm gonna put a round on the steel here and make sure I'm hitting right where I want to. And we're gonna try to blow up these sodas with these Firebirds. Let's give it a try. All right, let me just put one on the bolt over here. Make sure it's shooting where I want. Okay, my battery's dead, my optic, that's okay. Okay, no excuses. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. This thing is so much fun to shoot. And it's a lot smoother than I expected for a blowback. Well, reliable. Haven't had a single issue in terms of stoppages. All right, now I've got a couple of different varieties of ammo left. We're just gonna run these real quick. I know we've taken out most of our targets and everything. We've had a little fun here, but we're gonna run some variety of different ammo. So that was our subs, those ran good. The PMC ran good. We got some Tula 115 grain full metal jacket. This is steel case ammo now that we're gonna try. So here's some steel case. Again, out of the factory EXTAR magazine, okay? All right. We've got some Wolf 115 grain steel case ammunition. Give that a try. I know this is just one mag, but it's just an indicator. Give us an idea how this thing will eat whatever we throw in it. Okay, and again, those are the factory EXTAR magazines. Those are not Glock mags. Spear Lawman 115 grain TMJ. Okay. This thing's running quite good. Dang. I mean, whew, she's a little warm right there. I mean, for a gun in this price range, I'd say it's pretty dang good. I mean, as 9mm PCCs go, I've shot a lot of random 9mm PCCs. I mean, everything out there, from the lowest to the highest to everything in between, to a bunch of Frankenstein builds that Chad and I have done over the years. Full auto, semi-auto, you name it. Chances are if it shoots 9mm, Chad and I have probably had experience with it at some point. But I really do like this gun, and I think it's got a lot going for it. For the price that you can buy these for, again, like my big selling point with this gun, at least for me, is some of the unique features. The SD style 4N. The reciprocating left side charge is kind of nice because, you know, you got real fast reloads. You can keep your firing hand on the fire control group and be able to manipulate the gun from the left, which is a nice thing. I do like the built-in riser. It's lightweight. This gun reminds me of the old school Bushmaster carbon 15s. I remember when those guns first came out, I picked one up and I was like, wow, is this thing gonna melt or fall apart or blow up when I shoot it? Like, I just thought it was so light that it was criminally light. Like it was too light to be an AR when that gun came out. And I thought they were the coolest thing. And when I opened up the box and I found this in there, this pistol, and was checking it out, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I picked it up. I was like, wow, it's actually so light that, I mean, is this thing not gonna be fun to shoot? Is it gonna kick hard? Is it gonna hold up? Is it gonna get too hot? What's gonna happen, right? But I have to say that I like this just as much as my Scorpions. So that's saying a lot, especially for a gun in this price range where, you know, I hate to keep bringing up the Scorpion, but the reason I bring the Scorpion up is because the price range the Scorpion is in, it's a mostly, you know, all polymer gun, whereby this is all polymer as well. A lot of polymer in this construction. I like the lightweight. So that to me is a big takeaway from this particular gun. I did not even know that these guns existed. EXTAR reached out to me and they're like, hey, we saw your we saw your 9mm PCC roundup and we noticed our gun wasn't in there. And they're like, hey, would you like to, you know, do a video on this? And we agreed, and man, I'm glad that we checked this out. So maybe this is something that some of y'all may not know these existed or not, you know. They do have a 45 ACP version that they just came out with. We will be doing a video on that in the future, so stay tuned for that. But overall, I'm very pleased with it, and the reliability seems to be quite on point, working really well. Feeds from Glock mags, which is, you know, what's not to like there. Overall, I give it definitely, I'd say an 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10, maybe even an 8.5. So look, have yourselves a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Many more on the way. We'll see you soon.